I can't pick. I can't. I can, and I have. And I'm going to tell you about it. All right, 2 guitars here, 2 PRS guitars. Why am I doing this? This is not the first type of comparison video that I'm doing, which is really not a comparison for everyone. It's just my own personal opinion, what would fit me, which might not fit you at all. But why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this because I'm buying a PRS and I don't know which one to buy. And I talked to PRS and they were super kind enough to send me a couple. This one I've had for a little while. This is a Custom 24 PRS. And this one is a new guitar in the studio. Got this last week. This is a Paul's guitar, which is basically what Paul Reed Smith would be using. It's kind of his to-go guitar. That's my understanding. One is blue, one is red. Which one will I pick? I'll tell you at the end of this video. But whatever I pick does not mean that it's the best guitar of the 2 at all. These are high quality instruments. I'm just picking the one that would fit my own playing and my own style. So maybe we'll play a little game. Maybe we'll have you guess which one I picked if you've been watching the channel for a little while. I'm going to start with Paul's guitar here. And Paul's guitar is out of the box, just like any PRS, set up incredibly well. So there's no adjustments that need to be made. They were tuned. That's pretty exceptional, the way that they're shipped in the box. I'm going to use the same tone. We have 2 pickups. I'm not going to talk about specs. I'm going to just talk about how it feels. And I'm just going to play. Switch to the neck. I love how warm this sound is. It sounds like a full instrument. It doesn't sound like a thin, bright, cheap thing. You can tell that there's a lot of tone to be extracted from this. Uh-oh. I'm falling in love with this. This is a split coil. You get 2, 1 per pickup. So if I go to the neck, to the bridge, sorry, I can split coil those. The neck is a little wide on the wide side. It's not an Ibanez neck, so you kind of feel like you have a good grip around it. It's more of a gripping neck. It's not thumb in the back type shredding neck. You can, but it would probably require some adaptation. It's more of a you grab it and play. Now the vibrato here is it's the kind that kind of sticks out. What's it called? Maybe a Goto vibrato? I don't know. I'm not sure. No, not a Goto. I told you I'm horrible with specs. I'll write it on the screen somewhere. Or Devin, my editor, will write it because he's really good at that. It kind of goes up, which it's just a preference thing. It's maybe what you're used to, but I need to adapt my playing style because I learned how to play on an Ibanez, really thin neck with the whammy bar, the vibrato really flush against. So I kind of have to change my I'm used to having my palm right here rest, and this requires a little bit of adaptation. You can still do it, but I like to have the palm of my right hand against the body of the guitar. With this, it's a little harder, so you just change a little bit your picking angle. Nothing horrible that I can't do. All right, let's switch guitars. Now I mentioned the position of the right hand because this right here feels a lot more like an Ibanez in the sense that the vibrato, which is a floating one, is really low against the body of the guitar. So I don't need to change my picking angle, which gives you a clue as to which guitar I prefer. But so on this one, you can't split the pickups, as you can see. I'm using the neck pickup right now. Still feels warm. It feels maybe a little brighter than Paul's guitar. It's still round and full. Switch to the bridge. Of course, this is a floating one, so you can do all that floaty stuff. This one is maybe a little lighter than Paul's guitar. It feels a little lighter. I'm not sure. Maybe it's psychological. Yeah, it is lighter. It feels lighter. Construction is as pristine, really, and there are really some big differences. Like the toggle switch here is more of a modern one. Maybe you need a close up. Now watch me break one of these guitars. No, of course not. This is more of a modern switch, I'd say. Paul's guitar has more of a Les Paul-y, right? Toggle switch. Really, I'm going to go off of comfort. So what do you think? What am I going to pick? What's your take on this? Red or blue? They're both great. The Custom 24 or Paul's guitar. Now, obviously, I would get both if I could. I would probably use this more for the blue one for blues, melodic, not as technical, but pieces that needs just where you can really dig in the notes, strong bends, extract a lot of tone out of this, and probably use this for more modern, technical / comfort of playing for me. So which one am I going to pick? Okay, I made that joke in the other video where I freeze, but I'm not going to do it. I think I'll pick the Custom 24. So this is how it works. I'm going to reach out to Paul Reed Smith, to PRS, and I'm going to tell them how great those two guitars are, and I'm going to tell them that for my own personal use here, I want to purchase a Custom 24. Maybe. I'm still curious about other models, and I want to try something completely different. I'm thinking about maybe going the Telecaster style route, or maybe the Strat route, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. But between these two, Paul's guitar is an awesome instrument. I think I'll keep the Custom 24. I'll see what they say. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Regardless, whichever PRS you pick, I think you're going to be happy with it. I'm truly blown away by the quality and construction of this, and it's pretty awesome. Now, really quick, I know that I'm probably going to get some comments below. I have in the past, and I want to address this really quick. People saying things like, well, I thought you were with Vola guitars. Yes? And why are you playing Kiesel? Well, yes. Why PR? Yes. Because here's the thing. I understand how sponsors and endorsement and exclusive deals work, I don't do that. Because in my opinion, guitars are tools. They're instruments to tell your story. And one pencil might feel more comfortable for this story, and this other pencil might feel more comfortable for this story, for this song. PRS fits the needs for a lot of these things, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to use my Volas or Keys or whatever. Like, that's the absolute truth. Like, there's a lot of different guitars out there, and it just depends on the job. It depends on the mood of the day. And I don't believe that there is one guitar brand that is the absolute best for everyone. This is one of them. This is an awesome brand, but there are others too. All that to say, don't get confused if you see a lot of different types of guitars used on the channel. They're great. I love guitars. You do too. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you, PRS, for letting me borrow these two. I'll send you an email very soon. Practice well, everyone. See you next time.